So, hello everybody. Welcome back to the stream. It's been a few days. Not much has changed in the basement. But, we do have a lot of new updates to mods tonight. Spent about 2 hours on that earlier today, so now if I ever need XP... Boop, boop, boop. Aha. All I have to do is right-click the open block tank. Although I do still want to swap these out for Railcraft tanks eventually, except for the XP one. I might move that one to the back or something, so it's out of the way. Because as awesome and beautiful as these things are, my FPS hates me. Let's see, what else did you guys miss? Added a new deep storage unit, because we're doing really well on cotton now. 3,358. We finally got the update for MFR. So, these guys will actually recognize the trees correctly. Yay! Spent a little time earlier today farming up a few extra saplings, so that way I don't accidentally run out if one doesn't happen to drop any. So we're pretty much ready to turn this thing online. Oh yeah, and the tower. It's gotten bigger. Let's see, let me do something real quick. I want to turn off this open block thingamawhatsit. Give me a few seconds. Come on, OBS. There you go.
Are you using like a stretched sphere in the like mark your tower?
Dome.
Dome, okay.
Alright, that clears that out. Okay. Now I can bring this back. Ooh. There we go. What's what, Dante? Oh right, also... I left this downstairs to recharge, so... I'm half naked. No! Perfect. Much better. Full armor. Okay, so... the tower's coming along really nicely. Last time you guys were here, we had just finished the floor on the first level. I went back through and I finally added some of the nice mossy. To kind of give it a bit of an aged look. Changed up the floor here a little bit. Kind of gave it some cracked stone with the dirt showing through. Kind of more aged look. Inside we have a new ceiling. And I'm just gonna let you guys look at that for a second. The blocks are doing that, by the way. These are holy stone, and they are amazing. They make an awesome ceiling. Now, we go upstairs. All we had upstairs originally was just the other elevator. Well, here's the second story. First floor is going to be kind of the entrance and decorations and whatnot. This is going to be our research room. More holy stone, but different texture. I think it's actually kind of nice. That way it's not the exact same thing, but similar effect. And decided to go with some really nice looking spruce planks. Just to kind of keep a darker look to it, because I tried oak and it was too bright. And now for, well, the really nice floor. Hey, Flying Pig. And Antarctic and Dante. And Bert. And I see a Zombie Zero. Yeah, you missed a bit. Alright, third floor. Not 100% complete, but it's going to be where we put our infusion altar. You guys ready for this? Oh. The cobblestone up here is just placeholders for where the infusion altar is going to go. Alright, I reset my client, so I gotta reset my buttons. There we go. Take a look at that. Now, it doesn't look too terribly fancy, it's just kind of some gray brick and some black brick, which look awesome, but let's get closer to the gray brick. That's flowing lava. And if you look closely, it's actually spitting out little sparks just like lava really does. So my thought for this is, and here, I kind of move these out of the way so you can see a little better. My thought for this is basically, this right here in the center is where the infusion altar, the main piece is going to go. This is for the cool little angled pieces. And around the edges are our pedestals for the different components we need. Well, thanks to how crazy and powerful some of the infusions can get, the entire floor has been infused with the dark arts and magics of the arcane. So around here, it's not so bad, but up closer to where the infusion occurs, it's almost completely melted the bricks and started to turn them to ash. But that's kind of what I'm going with here. That's the thought. And then further out, that's actually kind of why I try to do a pseudo circle in Minecraft. So it kind of radiates out, and then hasn't quite hit this far yet. The infusions have not quite infused as much.
So it's the pure, unrestricted magical energies are consecrating the very bricks beneath it.
I like that, yes, exactly.
Yes. I like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and these happen to be the lava stone that I know you wanted to play around with.
Yeah, I'm actually the new base that I'm working on now. I'm actually using lava stone in that, or I will be. It just terrifies me a bit because of me doing it on a large scale.
So, I ended up putting a little bit of the mossy stuff on the second floor because it's far enough away from the ground I figured it wouldn't get as bad, and then none on the third floor because, again, it's further away from the ground. Trying to apply some level of logic to this. So that's about all I got done on the tower in the little bit of time I had to play offline earlier. You talking about the stop time thing, Flying Pig? Because I did finally sit down and watch that episode from Blue Dart, and it looks awesome. I really love the ceilings with the Holy Stone. I think they're actually completely transparent, but I haven't quite checked yet. So let's see, I think first I want to finally try turning these guys on. Can't seem to look past the block. Let's try from the other side. Planter. There we go. Harvester. Sheer leaves? No. Still tons of power. Guess because it hasn't really cut anything down yet. Now let's see, I reset my client. So if I go over here, drop it down. Well, I'm glad that didn't work. MFR has a config option that you can actually tell it to not make the noise when it chops down the trees. Either that doesn't work for Dartcraft or it didn't work, period. So there's that. You mean out here for this farm flying pig? Yeah. Took a while to figure out which blocks look good. But it's mostly to make sure that the dye trees don't grow too close together so we get maximum leaf block. So I think what I want to do is take 2 of each, toss them into AE, just to make sure that I've got some spares just in case anything goes wrong. It'll also be a good test to see if the storage bus that we set up a while ago on the deep storage units is going to work as I hoped. So that's one of everything. Nope, not those. This one. What was that supposed to be? Because all these are working. Except... most curious. Why are you broken? Hey. Why are you broken? Okay. Ah. Because I hadn't actually pulled them out yet. So, now that they're out, and if I throw them back in, they should finally show up over here. I think was the problem because I had them in AE first, so the storage bus was like, I don't care. Yeah, there we go. Yep, alright, cool. DSUs are online and fully functional. I just need to go grab myself another piece of stone. The red thing? Oh, this? It's a surprise for everybody on the server. Little bit of a surprise. Added something fun for everybody to have, well, fun with. Alright, so, we got at least 2 of everyone stored away, nice and safe. So, I believe, now let's clear up our inventory a tad. And store those guys away for the moment. And I have any dirt? I have dirt. Good. Let's see. Boom. Ooh. What? Interesting. It's not respecting the metadata. That's a problem. Like, oh yeah, stained, yeah. Alright then. Well, fine then. Don't work correctly. Yeah, see, white's supposed to go over there. So... Hey, Eagle. Yeah, I think Twitch is still recovering from the League tournament earlier today. Which, you know, go figure. Okay. White. Orange. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Magenta. Blue. Yellow. Green. Pink. Pink. And gray. Okay. Do you plant these correctly now? You go over there, by the way. Just so you know. Hey! Something tells me the planter needed to get reset because if I had to guess, it didn't remember these. Because when we first planted the planter, it didn't know what any of these were. It was just like, I don't care. But now that we've got the update to MFR, I think now that I place them down again, it's fine. So, orange. Perfect. Sort of. Magenta. I suppose that's close enough. Light blue. And go. 240,000? Oh my god. I know, I think I've said that. Yeah, that's not even close to correct. Light blue goes there. No, wait. Light blue goes... Never mind. It's orange that... could go... there. We'll have to see how this thing goes. Yellow. Yellow should go there. Magenta could actually be right around there. Alright. That's fairly correct. Lime. Be behind us. 5 messages every 3... Yeah, I was lurking on Mirror's stream today while I was working on updating the mod pack earlier, and yeah, I remember hearing, what was it, Ryoko saying, oh wow, there were like 10 messages, and then Mirror was like, yeah, there were like all these people talking. Alright, pink. Right there. Good. And finally, gray should be back here. Oh, wait. I know why they're going in the middle. Because middle is anything. Right. That was me being stupid. I was originally going to leave it open for anything, but I think once we start getting a good supply of saplings, then I'll go ahead and do that. For the moment, I'm just going to leave the middle open and unusable. So, cobble. Now we can set this guy up. Light gray. Cyan. Purple. Blue. Brown. 2 of the hardest ones to ever come by. You know, at least until you set up a cocoa farm. Green. Now I don't ever have to go and smelt cactus. Red. I need to go pick flowers. And black. No more ink farms. Yes. Okay. Gray. Come on, gray. Yes. Good gray. Cyan, purple, doot. Ooh, it's working. That's a little further over than I was expecting red to show up, but that should be okay. Oh, nice, Henry. You got odd status. Congrats. Well, I'm hoping chat is not going to be too bad now that the tournament's over, and you guys should hopefully be able to chit-chat and we're not gonna have, you know, impossible delays. I swear I changed that. Let me check. This is... I changed this, didn't I? MFR, common. Oh, I probably have to disable it server side. Well, whatever. I'll do that later. Because I do have it false. I assumed sound was client side, so that was going to be enough. But no. Anyway. As you can see, the planter now plants our dye saplings. Now all we do is wait for the profits to roll in. But one thing I've noticed, these guys do grow fairly slowly. And if you dare try to bone meal one, well, good luck getting a tree to actually grow. And what do I mean by that? Well, let's see how many, which sapling we have 4 of. So that's the one we've got lots of extra. Lime, sure. Both lime. Oh yeah, and some bone meal. And of course, as soon as I'm going to try to show this on screen, it's going to make me a liar. Got a stack. I do, Flying Pig. And it's not doing jack. It doesn't care. I put this up earlier, hoping it would help. It's supposed to have a 64 block range. So let's see. Oh, 8 block for the noise. Okay. I might need more than one then. It's apparently the rain one that's a little better, so... Let's get this guy back, and we'll make a few more. So, first things... Let's just put that there for a while so I don't hear it when I'm over doing Thaumcrafty stuff. And we'll put more up in the future. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys this. I imagine it's still broken. They do take a lot of bone meal, and of course the first one works. Fire. You caught the main admin starting to grief his mod, and his mod got taken away? Oh. That's crazy. Alright. Yep, it's making me a liar. When I really, really wanted the saplings, of course, it... Okay, there you go. This is what I call fake tree growth. Hey, Jonesy. Yeah, I probably will, Eagle. I'm just trying to figure out how I can, you know, make it blend in, because it's just this white wool block. Apparently that's more than 8 blocks away. I could have sworn it was bigger. Hey, Big Burns. Alright, so you see, this looks like a tree grew, but the sapling's still here. Sweet! Free sapling and the tree. Awesome! Yeah, no. Turns out what happens, it's a client-server desync issue. Your client, so you, your side, it thinks a tree grew. The server's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So, you'll note I'm not actually getting any logs out of that. And you won't get any saplings out of this. That's why the sapling came back, because it never actually grew. So it's annoying. But I guess the idea is that until Project Red can fix that, be patient when you try to bone meal things, because it's not always gonna work. You know how to chop those down, right? Really? What? Oh, I turned it off. There we go. Yeah, my concern is that it's not going to be sending the saplings back correctly. You do need power now. There you go. Full power. It's like, why is that thing stuffed up already? We fixed that last time. That's because I'm a derp and forgot to turn the Tesseract back on. Alright, so what we're gonna have to do is see if any saplings get back in, or if this tree farm pretty much undoes itself. If it does, the saplings are at least getting stored, and we'll come in here and we'll make sure that this guy is, like, the furthest away. The only problem with that... Oh, good. Some did. I'm gonna have to see how well the fair balancing works, sending it left or right. Not left or right. Because I'm trying to get it to send sapling this way all the time. Logs this way all the time. Or rather, some saplings this way, some saplings that way, because eventually the sapling's gonna get full over there. I don't know, Dragon Venom. Borderlands 2 is not high on my list of games lately. I mean, it's high enough that I'm definitely gonna go back and be playing it, but to replay the entire campaign over again, I don't know if I'm ever gonna do that again. I'll definitely go back and play the DLCs, and I might do it one more time at Op 8, but after that, probably not again. I mean, I've put over 600 hours into that game. I loved it. I wouldn't put 600 hours into a game I didn't love. But I don't know if I can actually run around and help people with their campaigns. Sorry. Anyway, in terms of whether or not this thing ends up draining itself of saplings, if it does, we'll play around with the item ducts downstairs and see if we can't make the Tesseract quote-unquote further away in terms of what it thinks. So that way the saplings always go back to the planter first. Because right now this guy is set to orange, which says do a fair balance. So whenever you hit an intersection like this, it'll send 50% that way and 50% that way. Sort of like a Buildcraft pipe, or without any sort of direction given to it, so it'll just kind of do whatever. That's a good question, Jonesy. I don't know if it would work underneath. It might work right underneath, actually, because it's supposed to block it within... It's supposed to stifle sound within 8 blocks. So... what if we stuck you right there? That way he's right next to all the sound. That did work, because I didn't hear the logs getting... but as soon as it got up out of the range, it started chopping the leaves. So I might need to put one up back above, too. Which is okay. Eagle, I think the only ones that have come out since Tiny Tina are just the Headhunters, so if you missed any of those, that's all you've missed. Where'd I get coal from? Anyway. So, things we still need to do for our Thaumcraft tower now that Infinite Die is a go. Yes. It's gonna be so beautiful. And until I can get the server side fixed to turn off the sounds, we'll definitely go with the sound mufflers. But yes, in terms of in here, we need windows. And I did want to play around with Tinker Construct drawbridges and some iron bars. Let me see something. 71 flat Interesting. I dropped down a little bit. And then pop back up. I think that's why I'm bonking. I was watching one of Bevo's videos today, and he was making some complaints about the chisels, concrete. And for whatever reason, chiseled concrete is an eighth of a block shorter than anything else. Oh, I don't care about the Sound Eagle, but the Minecraft sound engine is notorious for killing frame rate. Just think of the Nether, and all the lava sounds stacking, all those leaf block sounds stacking. I mean, you notice I'm getting almost a good 60 FPS here. Let's go listen to the trees. That just cut my FPS in half. That's my only complaint. I actually like the sound. I think it's cool that you can actually hear them getting chopped down. Unfortunately, it's not good for recording or streaming, where if I'm not streaming, I can still get about 60 FPS because my normal FPS is close to 100. So when it drops down to 60, it's hardly noticeable. When it drops to 30, you really start to notice. Oh, you only got the first headhunter? I see 2 Power Henry? We're doing great. Last time I streamed, you guys remember I turned off the tree farm. I didn't actually get back on until almost 2 days later. I see a black flame out there.
Aye.
So this thing actually fully cooled off, so I had to put our Firestone back in. Got it up to about 350. And the golden power source pretty much carried us from there. And wow, I recharged this thing from 260, which took a crap ton of the MFSU, and it's already full again. So hi.
I'm doing a Zatch.
If you have a penguin, I'm going to kill you.
No, I do have something pretty though.
Oh.
After the most recent Ars Magica update, the Chimerite has been animated.
Yes, I think I saw something like that, because he's been adding and changing the textures around.
Yeah.
That's the Chimerite block?
Yeah.
Fancy. When you hit it, it should sparkle.
Yeah, I must say, this is Chimerite. Used to look terrible, then it looked alright, now it looks awesome. all of the other changes he's done to textures so far, I hate.
Yes,
I really do.
I'm not a big fan of him, like, scaling down the textures. For those of you curious, he, according to his change logs, he got somebody to help him make new textures that were more in line with the lower style graphics of Minecraft, as opposed to all these amazing, beautiful high texture ones like the Alm and the Wake Bloom still are. So you guys might remember the the runes used to look amazing. Now they're just this kind of weird hexagon with a color smudge on it.
That was the one I really didn't like. Like, I saw that on one of Dio's videos, like last week, and I was like, oh, please tell me that's just a test, and then they're not actually doing that.
No, that's what he wants now. Because that's what his changelog says, I really want this.
Have you seen the Keystone as well?
No, because I'm only seeing stuff in NEI.
Yeah, well, it's in NEI. It used to be like a gold ring thing, and now it's...
That wavy blue thing?
No, it's like a gold ring.
Keystone door.
On pay, if you've got Ars Magica open, it's 3 out of 5. Oh wait, no, you've got different resolution to me.
That is really low res. That's...
Yeah, it's...
Nah.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, it's not that great looking. Yep, that is why Ars Magica stuff does not look as nice as it used to. He wanted to downgrade on purpose. It's not a sample, it's not a test. He's actually got somebody making textures for him, and I imagine he's probably approving them and going, yep, that looks great. We'll go with that. Let's grab some iron bars, and I don't have a crafting recipe for iron bars? Well, let's fix that. I feel like I'll need that one day. Oh, by the way, now that we finally have our infinite dye going, once we have a good stockpile, we're gonna have the joyous fun of coming back in and changing every single recipe that requires dye. And, yeah. So, I'll probably do some of that off screen though, between recordings, man. Between streams. There we go. So, have you gone up to the top floor yet?
I have not. I was just kind of sitting around.
I think it's gonna look nice. Right now it doesn't look that great with the cobble brick next to the lava stone brick, but when this gets changed to the proper Thaumcrafty stuff...
I feel right at home.
Black. Fame.
Hey! I actually, have just noticed something rather interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I just replaced some redstone lamps over at my base, and I used a silk touch pick on them.
Yeah. Oh, are they infinitely on again?
I threw them. Yeah, yeah.
Lovely. Let me turn my magnet back on. I turned it off when you were taking stuff out.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I did hear about that, Jonesy, but they were saying that it was going to be for the April Headhunter, so I'm with Baru where it's their April Fool's joke that they're actually bringing Cromoraks back. So you want these?
I hope they are.
So what do you want to do with these?
I don't mind. I don't need them anymore. So you can attempt to throw them back, or you can.
There we go.
Hey.
As long as I get away fast enough. Oh yeah, those bricks are amazing, Eagle. It's all pretty much this entire base is chisel. You know, except for the elevators. Which, by the way, if you guys are updating open blocks, be careful. Yeah, you get to click XP out of tanks now, but by default, elevators cost XP to use. I turned that off, because I don't like walking around with XP now that I can store it.
So I was very disappointed earlier today. I finally got to level 40 in Ars Magica.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yes, first red skill point. I can get fly and I won't be levitating around slowly. Yeah, no. It turns out that level 40 is the last green skill point. 41 is the first red. So I've got to go up another level.
Aww.
It's taking me like 3 days to level up each time now.
Yeah, I can see that getting to be kind of...
Which, judging by the fact that I've already played 4. According to the statistics on Minecraft thing here, I've played 4.75 days on this server so far. Which is a little terrifying when you think about it.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot to play with.
Walked 507,000 blocks. I have jumped 53,000 times.
Oh, is that all?
Dropped 1,184 items. And now that's interesting. Looking at damage things, I have dealt 2,183,054 damage to outside sources. But I have taken 43,836,000.
Yeah, you do tend to die a lot.
Yeah, I've died 37 times. Because I don't have your high-tech city folks' fancy schmancy invincibility armor, that's all.
You should get some, it's great. Because then you can do this and be like, oh no, I fell. Oh well. Yeah.
Well, technically I can do the same. Ow.
Yes,
That
that's exactly the same.
Damn it, Boots, you let me down when it counted the most.
Oh, did you happen to see the Holy Stone ceiling?
Yeah.
All flickery and glowing and sparkly.
Yeah, I do have your stream open on the other screen as well.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's the stream, which can be somewhat low quality sometimes, and then there's in person.
Yeah, the only thing that I wish about this is that, like, a bit like what the magic trees do, that they'd fall down a little before they disappeared. I think that'd look really cool, but damn it, concrete. Ooh.
I think it would have looked better if it wasn't down the middle.
It looks like kind of like it's.
Yeah, like if the middle had actually been like that. That would have been nice, but I guess maybe it wouldn't have tiled as nicely. What's nice though is these things like almost instantly break. I don't know if it's because of my pick or if whatever it does to the damage value on chisel. Let's see, what else we got? This one. Menacing iron bars. Oh no, that's better.
Oh, I see. That's returned. So I just noticed something sticking out of the back of your armor, and I was really confused.
What?
The back tools.
Oh, that actually working again?
It's working for me.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Nice. That was broken for how long?
Yeah, a long time. That's why it really confused me. Like, I just saw a, like, green thing sticking out the back top bit of your arm, and I had no idea what it was.
Yes, it is Mirror. All by itself. The block does it. And yeah, guys, Moonbase, everybody wants a Moonbase DLC. But I see that as either being the last DLC about 6 months before Borderlands 3 comes out, or how Borderlands 3 starts out. Okay, that's not bad. What else? I was hoping to use these with the drawbridge right here, so I could kind of have it close up. But as we just saw, thanks to it being iron bars, without it having anything to connect to...
Yeah, it looks a bit weird.
Also, there's no way out because technically the concrete is like soul sand.
Whoa. Haha.
Might be the armor.
I ran at it so quickly that I phased through it. Also, I was messing around with hats earlier today. Did you see? I don't know if you saw the screenshot Rick posted in the IRC.
Yes.
I want to see if you see that as well, but I can't remember what it's called now. Where is it? I do not remember whose hat that was. I will find it. Ah, there it is. Yeah, because when I look at myself, I can see my eyes, like on the other side of the goggles.
Yep. See through.
Odd.
I can actually see the strap that goes around the back of your head. Through your glasses.
I'll go back to the one that seems to fit quite well. Because nobody even notices I'm wearing a hat.
I see, that works. That actually looks kind of nice. Except there's no way to actually make a drawbridge do two different things.
Yeah. And see, I still don't know what the advanced one does.
I don't know, I was gonna play around with one tonight. I think it just goes further. And, I mean, the supplies for it don't exactly cost much for me. I mean, I even went around the nether and grabbed up some more cobalt and whatnot. And either Black Flame's internet just went out, or...
Nope.
Something crashed.
Creative.
Ah, you're gonna go try it.
Yes. I know the extended one lets you go a lot further, but... Oh, yeah, that was a bad idea. I loaded up my creative world from before the last update.
It should be fine.
Apparently, some stuff had changed, and it
Yes.
nerd on my client.
Well, I mean, just say yes. And...
I did, and it just closed everything.
Oh. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll just make a new one. All I was doing was messing around with advanced genetics anyway. Plan on getting into that at some point soon, so I can...
Oh yeah, Tales of the Borderlands. I completely forgot about that. I still haven't even watched the trailer. I meant to. I know Mira was posting it around back when it was announced, and I was like, oh, I'll watch it someday. Still waiting on someday. Okay.
Yeah, when messing around with advanced genetics, I learnt the very disturbing fact that one of the genes you can give yourself allows you to milk yourself.
Yes, I think I saw that. That's odd. To say the
Yeah.
least.
It's like, ooh, teleporting, ooh, shooting fireballs, ooh, flying, ooh, milk.
I don't know why the texture is like that. I mean, it's fine here. It's exactly what I wanted. But then it's split down the middle. I don't know why they did that. It's not really a good look. Maybe it's fixed in the update. I did actually try to update, Oh, that was Carpenter Blocks, not Chisel. Chisel still doesn't have an update. Yes, milk yourself. Advanced genetics lets you take on any mob trait, including those of cows.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, to me, advanced genetics is almost like what Morph gets you, except without actually turning into the mob. But it takes a while to get. You gotta work for it.
You see, I wouldn't mind, like, that system for getting something, but still turning into the mob. Because, I mean, the idea of turning into the mobs, I love. I would love to be able to do that, but it's just way overpowered. Like, oh look, a bat, stab, infinite creative flight. It's just a bit broken.
Yes, and that's why we don't have Morph in the pack. And I know it's alpha, and he says balance is coming later. Well, I'll wait for balance, and I'll be patient.
So, I don't know how much you know about drawbridges, but there's some buttons in the drawbridge. Like, there's 4 arrows and then a dot in the middle.
I think that's the direction it goes.
Yeah, because I was messing around with that on the server and it didn't seem to change anything. I don't know.
What?
It would seem that the advanced one allows you to place different kinds of locks.
More than one kind.
I think so. I'm just about to check. You can click on an inv button, and it opens up like an inventory with lines. between things in it. So this should place wood, sandstone, glass. Yep, that is awesome.
Okay. So that's kind of what I was looking for. But,
Yep.
again, iron bars don't really work like I was hoping. That was fast. I said, get me 64 slopes. It's like, sure, done. So many things. Alright, I am curious if I can do this. And how it works.
So, the standard drawbridge and the advanced drawbridge both allow you to place, it seems, the standard drawbridge allows you to place 15, the advanced is 16. The extended drawbridge is...
Hey, Penguin, how's it going?
Huh. The extended drawbridge seems to have gone the exact same distance as the standard drawbridge. I think that's a little broken. So don't bother making the extended one, apparently.
Well, the extended one just gives you the ability to do more than one block, right?
No, it's the advanced. The advanced one lets you change which type of block it is. So you can have, like, glass, stone glass or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The extended one doesn't give you that functionality, but allows you to, or should allow it to go further. The standard one seems to place 15, but then the extended one seems to also place 15 at the minute, so I'm assuming that either the standard one's going too far, or the extended one's not getting the extra distance at the minute for some reason.
I know every time you show up because my XP bar shows up. You can place carpenter blocks on top of each other, right? The slopes?
I have no idea.
To kind of complete the block?
I've never tried, but doesn't appear so. Sucks.
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna have it actually slanted, but then put the brick in the other half of the slant. So that way you actually kind of got this, because this is actually the same chisel wires, but inside a carpenter block. So that way it's actually a full block instead of just in the middle.
That's cool.
So that way it'll look the same on the inside and the outside.
Yay for carpenters.
Did you like the base of my tower?
Oh, yeah, I did. All slanted. I was actually watching you build it while I was at work.
Okay.
I mean, I was really busy at work and doing all sorts of things. Not sat watching the streams on Twitch because I'd missed them for the week.
Okay. Now, let's see what iron bars I like, because glass doesn't feel right in an old tower like this, so there should be some kind of iron bar. It has to be squared to have a hole. Let's see, that one and that one. Because no real reason. At the moment, Penguin, we are finally working on some of the smaller details of our Thaumcraft tower. This is going to be the research room. I still need to take some time and play around with glowstone block options to try and add a little bit of light, because we're not doing torches. That's for sure. But it gets a little dark in here. Which is not a problem for mobs, because I've got a magnum torch on my roof and then another one over by the tree farms. But I really just don't want it to be that dark.
I just threw your hammer back to you. I made a small dent in it.
Oh, okay.
It's just because it's not going to be long till I'm going, so...
Okay.
Figured I'd give it you back before I disappeared.
Cool, thanks. Let's see, I'd make this one mossy, but you only be able to see it from the inside, so... How about that one? Again, no real reason, just cuz. Okay. But yeah, at the moment I'm trying to figure out which iron bar I like best. Any cool bosses? Yeah, there's all the Ars Magica ones. We've got Hardcore Ender expansion, so the dragon is actually a boss fight, not this flapping bird.
So, when I was out mining earlier, I actually found 4 essence berry bushes, like, in a vein, almost.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that shouldn't usually happen.
Yeah. It was actually, over at Project Eden, I've dug down in the middle to just see how far it is that I've got to dig. And right in the middle of Project Eden, at the very bottom, there was a lava lake, and like half of it submerged in the lava and half of it not. There was 4 essence berry bushes.
That's cool.
So,
oh, that reminds me, I need to take care of this at some point.
ow. Ow.
I'm gonna show you guys this too.
Why did you add those?
What?
Ventoraptors. From the... whatever... I forgot what mod it's from already, I looked it up. I went down to check my bushes and I'm getting murdered by vicious raptors.
We're running low on lava again. So... yeah. Gonna have to move the pump. Although, given where we are, I think I'm just gonna move it out to the edge of the circle. So, the edge of that way. And then we'll just kind of keep moving along until... so, down here. And then maybe I'll move it up here. Until we kind of like drain the lake. Ocean. Whatever this is. It's big. There's enough lava. And who knows, maybe we'll find another firestone, which we might need if we accidentally crack our current one. Yes, it does, Eagle. Yes, it does. So, I'm gonna try and figure out which one I like. The only thing is I'm gonna need to get my Silk Touch something or other out, because it's like actual... it is real glowstone, it's just a different texture on it, so it will break into the powder, or the dust. Oh, while I'm here, there's something new in version 2.8 of Noc'Craft, which, by the way, Eagle and Mirror, there's an update. I just realized, I should have my sword out. That'd be helpful. Let's see if I can find something. I might need to play with the configs. Oh, there's something. Ah! New things to have fun with.